Hey Rockstars, Vane here. I can hardly believe that I'm already playing a beta for a brand new Battlefield installment, which is troubling for me for a few reasons. But before we get into that mess, let's talk about my hands-on impressions of the Battlefield Hardline beta. The idea of cops versus robbers is intriguing, and very few games have adapted it well, say for example Payday or the GTA franchise. But I will admit that Battlefield Hardline actually does feel unique and sets itself apart from them, since it's essentially Battlefield 4 with a new skin. But that alone is a problem for me. However, I am excited for the single-player campaign, since Visceral Studios is helming that portion, while DICE takes care of the multiplayer aspect. If you guys know me, you know I love the Dead Space franchise. Visceral has a proven track record, and I can't wait to play out the episodic crime drama that they've constructed. Please don't disappoint me, Visceral. The gameplay and aesthetic feels very much like a cut and paste job. I feel that this could have just as easily been a standalone DLC for Battlefield 4, much like Battlefield Vietnam was for Bad Company 2. I know that this is in no way a final build of Battlefield Hardline, but the alarming lack of vehicles at the moment and focus on infantry combat makes me think Battlefield is taking notes from its direct competition when it should be focused on keeping its current fanbase happy, rather than appeal to another market. Speaking of taking notes from the competition, I'm sincerely hoping that DICE isn't considering bastardizing the Battlefield franchise by following Call of Duty's annualization. We do not need a yearly release. No. Instead, we need a quality game that took time to create, not another Battlefield Modern Advanced Combat Hardline edition on a fucking yearly basis. I like the idea of cops versus robbers, don't get me wrong, and it probably looked good on paper, but in practice, it just does not feel like Battlefield. Battlefield is all about those action movie moments and feeling very cinematic. It's the franchise you choose when you want big, crazy, over-the-top fun, as opposed to competition. I feel that this is a step back in the Battlefield franchise, and my opinion is subject to change once I get my hands on the full retail release. Speaking of the retail release... You're fucking kidding me, right? The standard, no-frills edition of Battlefield Hardline will set you back 70 fucking bones. That's just plain inexcusable. Based on what I've seen of this game so far, for me, that's the final nail in the pine box. So let's recap. Lazy cut and paste job. Check. Lack of vehicles and focus on infantry combat. Check. Taking notes from Call of Duty. Check. Overpriced to gouge consumers like you and I at launch. Check and check. At this point, I'm nowhere close to excited for this new Battlefield release. It's shaping up to be a watered-down, overpriced experience. Save yourself the pre-order and wait for reviews from credible sources before investing your hard-earned money.